Hi everyone.
Hello. So apparently my upset doesn't come from your dirty smoothie container, although on quite a few occasions I believe it does.
What do you mean?
Well, one of your...
Are you calling me out?
I'm calling you out. One of your habits that I'm not too enamored with is that you will have a smoothie in the morning. Actually, there's multifold aspects to your smoothie operation that is a little bit annoying. One is this like weird habit of having it on for, it feels like it's about 5 minutes.
2 minutes.
I'm surprised it's not bubbling, boiling hot by the time you've finished liquidizing it.
I do it for 2 minutes.
Well, I've somehow got past that. The other thing that on occasion of late I've struggled to get past is the fact that you will leave the receptacle once you're finished with it on the side of the draining board, and after a while I feel like I can't bear it any longer and I feel like I have to clean it. And on occasion I find myself getting a little bit triggered by that.
I am soaking it though, because it's
I know, but that doesn't help. In fact, in some ways, that's what's interesting about that is that years ago, you would do this, and now you're actually pretty good, and you don't actually leave it for days on end, because I think in the past you might have done that, or it felt like days on
this
end.
is separate
There might be a little
realities.
bit of hyperbole going on there, but it felt like days on end. But then I think the consistency has changed, because originally, I think when I used to get really upset, was that whatever you put in it, and I think if memory serves me correct, you used to put liquid lecithin in it, and then once you'd finished with the receptacle, that you'd put it into soak, or you'd put water into soak the remnants of it, and the liquid lecithin would have this sort of strange reaction. So when I would put my hand in to clean it, it was like I was putting my hand into like lard or something. It was like it had this really peculiar texture that was somewhat like lard, in as much as I just couldn't get it off my hands. No amount of soap or cleaning fluid would get that off my hand. So not only was the liquid lecithin, it was everything else that you put in the smoothie too was kind of attached to my hand. So I took great umbrage at the fact after a few months of that you didn't take care of that yourself. But I still couldn't bear it just sitting on the counter, so I'd have to deal with it. And it was like, I was like a moth to the flame. I would always clean it and then always get my hand covered in this disgusting goop.
Because I think what would happen is I would have it in the morning and then I would soak it and I would go to work and then you'd probably be left with it. But I would do it when I got home if it was there, but it would all be done by the
Not
time.
always.
Well, because it was done.
Well, yeah, well, no, not always, because sometimes it would be a couple of days or so.
Okay. Well, that's separate realities because I don't remember ever leaving a smoothie glass for a couple of days.
But anyway, that's just a great example of how I'm getting outside in with my thinking. I'm blaming my external world, my external experience for how I'm feeling inside, and taking it very personally. And I'm actually come a long way. I can see that smoothie receptacle on the side of the sink, and although there is a pull towards the darkness, I can actually not get on board that train more often than not. There is a tinge of annoyance. And
I actually am much better at it, so maybe there's a relationship there.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Yes. Do you have anything else to add to that?
No?
You
done?
I think I'm done. There's another story I wanted to tell, but I don't know if there's time for that.
What is that?
That's the time where...
What's so funny?
where, just to give it some context, there was a time, because smoothies are a big part of your life, and I guess when you were pregnant, I will never forget sitting in the breakfast nook in our old house, and you suddenly just chundering all over me. Liquid smoothie.
You're not.
No wonder I have so much PTSD around smoothies.
You're not telling the whole story, because I had morning sickness and I wasn't eating. I wasn't eating because I wasn't hungry and I felt really sick.
Well, didn't I mention that you were pregnant at the time?
I don't know, but you basically forced me to drink a smoothie when I didn't want to drink a smoothie.
Did I?
Yes, I had no intention of drinking a smoothie. You were badgering me about not eating and how it was bad for me and that I needed to eat something, and I really didn't want to eat it.
Important for the little one.
That's right. It was probably like a microscopic size at that point. And I drank it.
All over me in the breakfast nook. But what's funny about this story is that we had a golden retriever at the time who, for whatever reason, would eat its dinner. It would walk into the living room, and then this look would come over its face, and you knew that it was going to throw up all over the carpet. And I would run this whole sort of intervention routine of trying to distract him, and the best way that I could do that was yell out squirrels. And I'd say squirrels, and his ears would prick up, and he'd bolt upright, and then he'd forget that he wanted to throw up. So the next time we sat down in the breakfast nook, and you actually looked, you said, I feel sick, and I thought, oh my God, it's going to happen. My reaction to that was to yell out, squirrels! And you actually started laughing, and it was a real sort of mind over matter thing.
Yes.
The matter that was about to come out of your face was no more.
It worked.
It did. So I don't know if there's a moral to that tale or not, but...
No, I think the moral...
Or a teaching point, I have no idea.
The moral was that you're now no longer seeing me soaking my smoothie glass as something that's going to upset you or take it personally on some level.
Yeah.
That's not impacting your well-being.
I'm probably now at a here, whereas before I was way on there. But that's a massive improvement.
And now I'm around more, so I actually clean it up during the day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All good news.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Bye. Bye.